Hey, what's up? It's Emmy Mack here for Lansdowne TV, hanging out with the boys from Pacific Avenue. Lads, how you feeling? How you feeling today?
Unreal, thank you. Really good.
So good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. It's a bit bloody windy right now, but I think we can make it work.
I think we can make things work. We almost blew off this rooftop here at the Lansdowne, but we're holding it down for this amazing interview.
All right. All right. Well, lads, we are here on the rooftop, the very windy rooftop of the Lansdowne, the beating heart of live music in Sydney for the last 100 bloody years. Do you guys have any favorite particular memories of the Lanny?
Yeah. So during COVID, it was a very weird time because we couldn't really play shows, but then there was that period where they started opening up venues again, and the Lansdowne were doing seated shows, which was a bizarre thing in itself.
I remember the seated shows.
It was very bizarre, but we were stoked to be able to play because I think we'd been on hadn't played in maybe a year or so.
And we went I think we did 3 or 4 nights back to back just playing to seated people, which was it was so funny because you're trying so hard to get into it. No one's reacting too much because they can't stand up and they can't move. So I feel like I just got a wireless pack and I ended up just running along some tables and everyone was still seated going, what the fuck is going on?
With the chair mosh going.
Yeah, it was so funny, but it was so sick. Just 4 nights of dance with seated people.
Quadruple header, I love
Yeah.
that. COVID caps.
I feel like it was cool too because the crowd also had been stuck indoors for so long. So they were really frothing as much as they could from a seat. So yeah.
Just stomping their feet as hard as they could.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's talk, we are in Sydney. Let's talk room for improvement. If you guys could change one thing about the Sydney scene, what would it be?
I think for the live music scene, as much maybe independent media as possible. So something like this, honestly, Lansdowne TV is really cool because it's showcasing artists from the city. There's I feel like there used to be more magazines pushing artists and saying what's on around the city. There's a really cool interview we did as well, Airing Your Dirty Laundry. That's really cool. She's showcasing a lot of really cool acts as well. So yeah, more independent media and championing Australian music.
Hell yeah, we love grassroots action.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, mates, important one. Let's talk food and bev. What are you? Hit me with 5 of your favorite food and beverage spots here in Sydney.
I think if we're talking burgers, we love Bondi Tony's. So if you're ever in Bondi, say hi to Tony for us. That's a big one.
I'm a bit of a sucker for a banh mi. There's one in Marrickville, which the name escapes me, but there's always a bit of a queue out the door. But for some reason, I don't know, they inflation hasn't affected it, and they're still $7, and you get a big pork crackling roll thing, and it just hits the spot.
Oh,
yeah, real good.
It makes me hungry just thinking about it. All right, what else? Hit me.
I'm a sucker for some pastry, and right down the road from the studio is Burke Street Bakery. So I feel like every single day that we're in the studio, we're there. In Surrey Hills most mornings, just smashing some pies and coffee.
They also do a salad if you're feeling a bit chubby or anything.
Like a salad pie? How does that go?
It's a salad.
Alright. We've only been here once all together, but one of my favourite eats I've ever had in Sydney was at Mr. Wong's. We went and we all had a 10-course dinner there together, and it was probably the best food I've ever had.
Damn, feed me menu. Love a feed me
Mad.
menu. Hell yeah. All right, guys. So all right, okay. Stick with me here. So a lot of bands, a lot of artists, before they go on stage, there's a chant or a group kind of song or something. Do you guys have anything like that?
We
before you
do. Right. So right before we go on, we kind of do a bit of a huddle and almost like a football warm up. But then we have this little thing. Should we do it?
I'm gonna get you to do it.
Okay.
I need some inspo because my band don't have one.
Okay. So we kind of get around each other.
All right.
And then we go. Me and Dom will be lads. Bring the thunder, lads. So that's the ritual.
Dude, it's giving School of Rock.
Yeah,
it's
that's
that,
to
let's
get
rock,
to get
let's
set.
rock today. Fuck it, that was sick. All right, Pack Ave. It's we're in Sydney, and it's 3 a.m. Where do you go?
Ooh. Okay. I've really gotten into karaoke bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not really big into the nightclubbing scene anymore. And what I hate when I go out is like you get separated from your mates. And I realize often the pre-drinks is like the funnest part because you're like stuck together and you can all chat. So it's kind of like a pre-drinks, but later. So everyone's together, you're in a room, you're singing like...
Oh my god. Holy. Pause for a second. Holy shit. All right, so we're taking the all the beauty of pre-drinks
Yep.
and applying it to post-drinks.
100%, exactly. And you're there with your mates belting like Robbie Williams, Angels. Everyone's getting around each other. They sell like kind of cheap, mysterious liquor that no one really knows what it is in there. It's a big vibe.
The beer towers. Yeah. What do you guys have any other go-to karaoke songs while we're at it? You mentioned Robbie Williams' Angels.
I feel
classic.
like there's so many Oasis songs that Don't Look Back in Anger. Everyone sings that. Yeah, what else is there? Drops of Jupiter. That's always a classic.
That's a classic. I'm a bit of a Creed guy.
Creed.
Or a Nickelback.
Yeah, that's cool.
Gotta bust out the Creed. Come on.
Can you take me higher?
That's the
backing vocals.
karaoke practice.
That was sick, brother. All right. You tour a lot. You're a very active band, playing a lot of shows around the place. Hit us with some like your top touring tips.
Probably, do I need? Yeah, probably a good start to every day of touring is just getting a great meal in. There's not a lot of eating and meal plans, so if you can start with like a great breakfast or a great lunch before the show, I feel like that's pretty important. Yeah.
That's a good one.
I'm into this one's a bit controversial, but I'm into stealing the little soaps from the hotels because you never really know. Well, yeah, I think they're on offer too, but you never really know whether your next hotel is gonna have soap, and you don't really want to be roaming around pretty stinky. So that one's mine anyway.
That's a good one. Do you guys ever do the the tour shower, which is like for us, it's like the wet wipes. Like if you don't have time, just like wet wipes, deodorant on your way.
Yeah, definitely.
But like if you've got hotel soap in there as well, that elevates.
Yeah. I think one which I'm still trying to sort of learn is you don't have to drink the whole rider after every show.
You see it as like a challenge.
Yeah. I feel like in our younger days we were like, "Woo, let's go," but I feel like sometimes we're getting better at picking our battles. So not just like
it's okay
sending
on
it.
the last night of tour.
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you guys ever rider spited like a bigger band that you've been touring with? Be honest.
I feel like a fest not recently.
Semi-recent.
I feel like at a fest, and at like the end of a festival, the band's already left. The tent's free.
They're just gonna throw that shit out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Cool. Serious question. We spoke before about like grassroots media. How important are grassroots venues like the Lansdowne, where we are right now, for emerging artists and the local music scene in general?
Yeah, I mean, I think grassroots venues are massively important to keeping the culture in not only in Sydney, but across the whole country. It gives small acts a chance to get in and play shows where, somewhere like Lansdowne, people are always coming because they want to hang out. It's a great spot. So giving a platform for small acts to play is, massively beneficial to keep the culture alive.
Hell yeah.
Also, too, I feel like there's a big jump up to the next level of venue. So it kind of like goes to your sort of like 700, 1,000 cap. And without those, starting ones, there's no like platform for those people to start now.
Totally.
And I feel like the next big things, we all started out in tiny little pubs, like especially Rad Bar, rest in peace, down in Wollongong, like 80 per pack venue, and played so many shows here. But yeah, very vital.
First rung of the ladder. Hell yeah. Guys, that was awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Woo!
And thank you to the Lansdowne Hotel. Thank you so much.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
That was so like wiggle.
Yeah. Hey.